We're trying something new here on Real World Test Drive, news updates. In today's episode, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the first Jeep Wrangler plug-in hybrids are rolling off the assembly line. What you are seeing here is a sea change in the automotive industry. The first plug-in hybrid Jeep Wranglers are coming off the line in Toledo, Ohio.
Jeep is a leader in sustainability, and so this is the technology that will lead the Jeep Wrangler into the future. It will provide us with job security here, and it also provides a platform for Jeep around the world for sustainability and for new technology to be green and to be leaders in green and leaders in sustainability around the world.
Now, let me give you a little professional and personal background when it comes to the Jeep Wrangler. After many years of doing these real world test drive reviews, I have determined that amongst the world's great religions, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, there's also Jeep Wrangler owners. They even have a special wave. If I say something in a real world test drive review about Jeep changing something, or I suggest they change something, I get comments, even death threats. Now comes the plug-in hybrid Wrangler. And well, let me just say, it wasn't my idea, but I like it.
Overall, the Wrangler 4xe is going to be rated at 375 combined horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. So let's talk about the powertrain and some of the components. First, it starts up front with our high-efficiency 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine. It's a direct inject engine with a twin-scroll low-inertial turbocharger. We're building on the technology we introduced a few years ago with our e-torque. And on the front of the engine, we have a belted starter generator that delivers additional torque to the front of the engine through the crankshaft. It even eliminates the need for an old-fashioned mechanical starter. Then behind the engine, we have, in our transmission, we've installed a high-voltage motor generator unit that replaces the traditional torque converter. A clutch delivers the torque from the engine through the transmission in various different modes. When the clutch is open, the motor drives the transmission in full electric operation. Now, to power all this, we put on board a 400-volt battery pack, and energy comes from 96 of these lithium-ion NMC chemistry cells. And this battery pack is mounted underneath the second row seat to protect it, not underneath the vehicle where some other battery packs are mounted. We wanted the Jeep to be a Jeep.
The plug-in hybrid Wrangler is called the Jeep 4xe. And before you ask, it will get you from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Let me say that again, a Wrangler that goes from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. And the folks at Jeep assure us that this plug-in hybrid is no poser.
The total range is nearly 400 miles when fully charged at the start. The Wrangler 4xe will give the customer drive mode choices also, with what we call e-select. There's 3 selection modes: hybrid, which is the default when you get in and turn it on, electric only, and then we have an e-save mode, which conserves the battery and charges it as you drive along in case you want to use it for later use. The Wrangler 4xe can also maximize regenerative energy by use of a driver selectable max regen button. This feature allows you to work with normal regen, which feels like your normal brakes that you use, or a little more aggressive regen so you can capture all that energy from the 4 wheels on the vehicle. The Wrangler 4xe has all of the Jeep Wrangler's legendary off-road capabilities, including a Dana 44 axle on the front and the rear. The 4xe's unique all-wheel drive transfer case is adding a 2-high select mode to allow you to improve even more fuel economy if you're on the highway. You know, we've logged over 1.4 million miles of real-world on-road and off-road validation in all the corners of the world to make sure it's ready. We want to make sure this Do Anything Wrangler does everything we promise.
And as far as a daily driver goes, the Jeep Wrangler 4xe has a pretty good electric-only range.
The powertrain system delivers up to 25 miles of all-electric range. That 25 miles covers the most daily needs of many of our customers. But even when you're not in EV mode, the Wrangler 4xe can operate as a high-efficiency hybrid, eliminating any EV range anxiety.
One thing I never thought about, if you're off-roading in all-electric mode, it's pretty much silent. Something that speaks loudly is the tax credit because it's an electric vehicle. The 375 horsepower Jeep Wrangler 4xe is estimated at 50 mpge. In other words, you can explore nature without destroying it. The price of the plug-in hybrid Jeep Wrangler is a shade under $48,000. But according to Jeep, the Wrangler 4xe qualifies for the $7,500 federal tax credit, so it may cost you less green to be green. That electric car credit brings the effective cost of the plug-in hybrid Wrangler down to around $41,000. If you're enjoying these new news updates, make sure to subscribe to Real World Test Drive on YouTube and follow me on Twitter @GrantWinter. For Real World Test Drive, I'm Grant Winter reporting in Washington.